Hello, grade 2s and any grade 3s who had nothing better to do. Welcome to math for today. So I've been mentioning in the daily check-ins that we're going to be talking about number words this week. So that is what we're starting today. Now we're going to break it down into smaller groups. So we're not going all the way to 20 today. We're going to take it slow and do it in smaller chunks. So today we are going to go over all the words to 6. So let's talk about them here. So first we have one. Now we talked about this one on Monday. It's O-N-E, and if it followed the rules, it would say own, but it doesn't. Also breaking all the rules is two with a W in there for no real good reason at all, except maybe that it helps you know that it's the number 2 and not the other two kinds of 2. Now 3 I didn't talk about on any of the videos, because 3 is actually a sound out word, as long as you remember that double E's make an E sound. Remember the rule, 2 vowels go walking, the first one does the talking, right? So it's th-er-e, 3. See? So I didn't think you needed me to go over that one specially. In today's in today's check-in, I'm thinking about school there. In today's check-in, we talked about 4, don't forget the U. Without the U, we're not talking about the number anymore. We're talking about something being for you. Now, we also have the number 5. Now, 5 is sound out as long as you remember about the magic E. If you forget the magic E, you might be thinking this says five. But remember, the E bonks the I on the head and makes them say his name. So it's five. And finally, 6 is a sound out word. Six. All right. Oh, one more thing that I forgot to add before. We're going to add the number 0. Zero's pretty much sound out. Yes, E usually says eh, but a lot of times you guys forget that anyway. So I think this will be an easy sound out for you. Z-E-R-O. 0. Now, I know that lots of you don't love to practice your writing, but there's a few ways you can get really good at getting these words down. So one thing you can do is just plain old write them down, all right? And that is what your homework will be for today, at least part of it, is to write down these number words. Write them on a paper, or if you have a mini whiteboard, or something that you're allowed to write on. Don't write on the wall and then tell your mom that Mrs. Cron said so. That's not true. So write on something you're allowed to write on. If you have chalk and you can go outside, that might be fun. Anyway, so write them down, careful to spell them correctly, because if you spell them incorrectly, you're practicing them wrong, and that's not going to help you do anything. Second way you can do it, remember how we would spell them for those posters that we used to do? Remember that we'd clap up for a tall word, a letter, we'd clap middle for a short letter, and we'd clap down for a letter that went under the ground, right? And don't forget, if you do the I, it's a clap and then a bing to do the little dot up there, right? So that's one that you can also do. Actually, none of these words have tails on them, but let's do 5 because it's got all the different ones you'll be needing. So if you were clapping 5, you'd go like this. F, I, bing, V, E, 5. Now, one way that I know I taught you as well, but maybe not all of you remember, is a game called SWAT. Now this is better played with a partner. You could do it by yourself, but it's not quite as good. So what you do is you grab something that you can swat your paper or whatever you wrote on with. Now I just grabbed a spatula from my kitchen, but anything will work really that you can grab easily and swat. Don't do anything that will hurt anybody, and no hitting each other. All right, but this is how you play. You have to put the object of the SWAT down, because you can't be like waiting. That will be against the rules. You hold it down, and then someone says 3, and you have to be like 3, 3, 3, 3. And you try to swat it before your partner does. Now you do this until someone gets 5 points and they are the winner. Then you play again. So that's a little way that you can also practice this. So try to find a way to practice these. That's your homework. I want you to practice these numbers. So again, 1, O-N-E, 2, T-W-O, 3, T-H-R-E-E, 4, F-O-U-R, 5, F-I-V-E, 6, S-I-X, and 0, Z-E-R-O. Thanks for joining me today. Best of luck practicing. I'll see you tomorrow.